What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Porsha Williams, you've been getting busy all over Atlanta. According to Simon Gabodia, listen, Simon just released some divorce documents. I'm guessing it's Simon because Porsha won't want this released for her. Simon's been doing so much to try to get Porsha fired, mess up her storyline, all this stuff. Do you know this mofo just gave Porsha her storyline now and forever? On top of that, do you know by trying to embarrass Porsha? I'm assuming Simon leaked these records. I don't know. I don't think Porsha would, but anyone could have leaked them. But whoever leaked them, let's just say it was Simon. Do you realize that instead of embarrassing Porsha, you just let everybody know that not only do you look like a turtle and walk like a turtle and smell like a tequila party, baby, you are a loser when it comes to bed. You can't be putting anything down. You literally talking about Fallon was with the pool boy and everybody thought she lost her mind. Why would you leave a billionaire, perfect dad, lover, all this stuff for a pool boy or the help? To which I said, the fact that, and you know me, I said, the fact that this woman looked at Jalen, and ain't nothing wrong with Jalen, to be like, forget the billionaire lifestyle, forget a man that loves me, forget a perfect father and forget somebody good in bed, baby, he literally recreated his whole relationship with Fallon. And all I gotta say is it's what he deserved. Couldn't have happened to a worser person. Let me tell y'all something, right? You know that whole thing, if he cheats with you, he'll cheat on you. Did he not realize that was a unisex saying? If they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Did he think he was special? Did he think he was tra la 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 lying? Did you not think that when Portia saw you, the girl that you was seeing while she was ready going YOLO on Bolo's polo, that woman, you somehow thought that you had enough, believe me, sweetie, you had enough to feed the greedy. You somehow thought that she was going to stay faithful to you. You, baby, this is what Simon gets. You were so busy going in on Fallon trying to destroy her that you never bothered to think, what about somebody that was willing to be, what the streets are saying, the other woman, sneak around? What did you think was going to happen that you was dating someone that was sitting there asking for Sprite in your kitchen with your wife and sneaking out? Did you somehow think you had some? I don't understand. Portia and Simon literally conned each other. It sounds like they're the same person, only from what I hear, Portia don't lay there like a dead turtle in bed. Y'all listen. I don't know what's going on, but he is saying that during their marriage, Portia slept with one, two, three, four, five, literally slept with five people that he knows of. And he released this mess in public. I don't even know. Do y'all? I think Simon released this. The streets are saying he released it. Whoever released it, I don't know. This is a mess, but baby, we gonna get into all this because all I gotta say is claps to you, Portia. Not listen, not for going all out, but honestly, Simon got what he was looking for. He recreated the same marriage he had to Fallon. That lets me know maybe Simon's the problem. I don't know. Anyway, I'll give you some little tidbits before we get into the whole thing. Simon said in a legal document, admit that you have been blankly intimate with another person besides your husband's during the marriage. While another read, admit you never loved your husband. I know Portia was like, I never did. And I was. It goes on to say, though Simon did not specify who his ex supposedly cheated with, he also demanded that she disclose the nature of her relationship with five men. Owusu Anasa, is that Mr. Big? Dennis McKinley. Lord, Dennis and Portia are still, you know what? They just need to go on and get back together. Jonathan Dupaton, Ming Lee. It's Ming Lee? I thought that was a woman. And Navaya and Future. Portia been with Future. Simon accused Portia of being with Future. Like, Future? How does Simon recreate his exact marriage to Fallon? At this point, Simon, you get what you deserve because, well, at least it ain't Bolo. At least it ain't Bolo. Okay. They're saying Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams ex asked if she ever loved him. No, because as soon as that money, and here's the thing, Portia might have been keeping her legs closed to married men while Simon was maybe funding her lifestyle. But I think as soon as he found out that she was broke, things changed. He wants her to explain the nature of the relationship with rapper Future. Simon don't even know he's making himself look like a loser. What do you think you're doing? You're thinking by what? Putting out the fact that Portia slept with maybe, according to Simon, we don't know if it's true, 5 men during the marriage. What you think that's going to spoil her? What you think? No man's gonna want her? Simon, your dizzy ass wanted her. And you knew that there was a whole storyline about her going in on a stripper, and you knew that she was still slipping and sliding over in Dennis's house, and you didn't care. So now you doing all this and you expect Portia to listen, Portia is for the streets and the people that like women, because there are men that like women in the streets. Taking point, Simon wiped up Portia. I will say now this makes sense. Remember that one girl, Jessica Rabbit or whatever, the girl, real light skin, that Simon she said Simon, she was with Tasha K, and she said Simon was a lick. And she said Simon paid her like 5K just to sit there and listen to him complain about Fallon. And I was like, oh, maybe he was just really in love with Fallon. And now I see you paid her 5K because you couldn't do anything else. This is why every woman you're with cheating on you, but whatever, right? Anyway, they're saying he wants her to disclose the nature of her relationships with Future. Probably he has text messages that prove that they're into something, so he wants her to disclose so she can get caught up in lies. Simon is so dumb. Everybody sees him coming, but Portia. Now Portia's probably like, it's not for lack of trying. Simon just Viagra ain't working. Let me tell you something. Viagra, tequila, cigars, you might put that man in the ER. Consider that a random act of kindness. Anyway, he's requesting a laundry list of information from Portia involving her financial situation, as well as the intimate details of their marriage. First of all, Simon don't got Georgia is a no-fault state. Whether or not Portia was dipping and dabbing, and I've been hearing she was, but it's just gossip. I don't know. Whether or not she was, it don't have anything with the marriage unless there's an infidelity clause in the prenup. And I'm sure Simon didn't want to put an infidelity clause in. I'm guessing because he doesn't have a track record of being the most faithful either. So maybe he thought he was protecting himself. And Portia was like, yeah, we don't need it for either of us. Anyway, imagine being cheated on and made a fool of by the girl that thought there were 265 days a year and didn't even know how the Underground Railroad actually happened. Imagine that. And it's filing on Friday. They said the Nigerian entrepreneur, okay, I'm calling it right now. They he leaked this to Radar. The Nigerian entrepreneur, you mean the mofo that oil companies hit? You mean the mofo that just got about $1 million judgment for scamming private flights for 2.5 years? The Nigerian entrepreneur, I know all Nigeria is like, please take our country's name out of that. He ain't even listen. He asked Portia to either admit or deny that she married him for his money and that she cheated during the marriage. How can you prove Portia married you for your money when y'all went on a whole big love campaign? He also requested she admit the prenup was allegedly unfair and that Portia fraudulently induced Simon into signing a document. Of course, Simon gonna take the position of a bad bee while he's with his make-believe influencer job. Has he influenced anybody in Dubai? Besides sitting there smelling like tobacco and all the girls that really know money in Dubai walking past him, look, because he's like a loser at lunch every day. Does he know? Like, I'm confused. But you know what? I'm just gossiping. What do you think Simon's doing over in Dubai? From his Instagram feed, I'm thinking nothing. Mm. Admit that you've been blankly intimate with another person besides your husband during the marriage. Admit you never loved your husband. How is this embarrassing, Portia, though? Because no lie, you go for Portia for cute fits, cute hair, a cute makeup look. Nobody was looking at Portia as the bastion of purity. See, here's the thing, Simon. You're trying to embarrass her when we knew what time she was on with the Bolo storyline. You're trying to embarrass her when we knew that she was your sneaky link for how long? You are messing with you ruined her reputation to a degree that, ugh. So now anything you put out with her, we're like, okay, like, what did you expect? You're the one that looked dumb doing this. He also demanded she disclose the nature of her relationship with 5 men. Ming Lee, okay. An insider told In Touch she does not know Future. Simon told Portia not to delete evidence, including text messages she had apparently exchanged with Owusu Anasa. That must be the Mr. Big Guy. His latest filing also asked Portia to answer the question: what was your understanding of the reasons why your husband paid you a 5-figure monthly allowance during the marriage? You paid her a 5-figure monthly allowance. You were paying Portia 10,000 a month. First of all, that's how Portia should have known your ass was broke. 10,000 a month for somebody that is a multimillionaire, baby, that's peanuts. That's not even 100,000 a year. I don't care what y'all guys say. I'm telling you, that's not a lot. Also, did you pay taxes on that money, Simon? Did you? The Bravo star has 30, and also it sounds like you paid her to be your wife. 10 figures, so that's what, 10K a month. Because if it was more than 10K, he would have put the exact amount, I'm guessing. She has 30 days to answer Simon's list of 26 questions, either admit or deny. If I was Portia, I would just in the thing write is it I'm sorry, SIR, an exclamation point at the end, all up and down. 26 letters. Anyway, what else does he want? She'll need to hand over financial statements dating back to January 2022, as well as documents related to her employment during that time, and evidence like video and audio of their marital home dating back to February this year. Listen, um, I said the pair tied a knot November 22nd. Portia filed for divorce, citing it's broken because she found out he was broker than she even thought. I knew he was broke when he told her, like, you get big gifts for Christmas and birthday, but the rest of the money stays in the bank because it's for a family. I said, that sounds like a broke man. Now, hear me out. That's what you say when you literally need money to secure like the future. But when you got like money like that, your man can let you go shopping in those big stores and there's still going to be money for the family and still going to be money for the future. Now, listen, like I said, he is comfortably middle class, right? And and in Dubai standards, he downright poor. Actually, he better try to see if he can get into arranged marriage with someone's Emirati daughter, but we already know how that's going to end. Anyway, that anyway, uh since then, they've been at odds over the prenup as well as the multi-million dollar home they shared. Simon argued that he bought the mansion before they got married, and Portia has her own house she could live in. He also said her lucrative deal with NBC Universal, which he signed just days before filing for divorce, hardly left her in dire financial straits. Let me tell you something. I hope Portia takes him for every penny he has. Unfortunately, it's not a lot. The only thing he has is that house, but Simon lives in Dubai now. And Simon knows what's going to happen with immigration. He can try to front. In the immigration, the law is slow. But I'm telling you, Simon knows what's going on. He's already set up that thing in Dubai, in Costa Rica. He might get in here on a working visa after, I would imagine, the green card, because you can't keep a green card on fraud, right? He already sued the government and lost. They now moving. What's my prediction? Simon ain't long for America. His reputation is ruined in Atlanta. Just everybody knows what he's up to. I would imagine. Again, it's my opinion. I do. So what's in the future? Well, if you want my predictions, which could come true or not, Simon is probably going to what? Mm, be, I don't know, somewhere, Mount Kilimanjaro, right? Portia might get that house. I doubt it very much, but even if she does, Simon would just either sell it or he'll just stop paying mortgages and the house will be possessed. Because at the end of the day, he put about 3.5 million down on that house to get the mortgage down to under a certain rate because they would only give him a mortgage, I would imagine, for the price of the old home. And, because like documents, you know, you know how that goes. But here's my point. Um, yeah, but Simon, I think, would rather lose that money than see Portia living in that house with someone else. So at the end of the day, a fool and his money are soon parted, and Simon is a fool. But I do hope Portia takes him for every penny. I just think that's what it is, just pennies, just pennies, just pennies. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.